We're going to do some duels in GeoGuessr. We're in Gold 1 division. We're letting the game choose between moving and no moving. Starting with a no move there. We've got 8 matches to go to round out our 20 allowed for the week. And we will see how that pans out and where we end up. Torfisk. It feels Nordic, linguistically. Buildings look like it could be Norway. Not 100% sure on the yellow and black chevrons, but I think they could say Norway as well. Do we just do a close to the capital kind of thing? I'm not really sure where this would be. Was Norway, we got lucky. The capital hedge-ish worked. No text on that, backs of signs. They tell us anything though? Is this a South American thing? Are they white wooden poles? Minas? Piraraja? Kind of feels like it might be Brazil. Oh, that would tell me stuff if I knew. If I knew things. Remember that says Melo? Oh, I can't read what that says. We're just going to go with the Brazil. Policia. Oh, what's that? Oh no, is that a Uruguay flag? Oh, did I jump too soon? And that's a long way. Ouch. Well, that's okay. You live and learn. Sometimes hold off for a second. This is partly why we're low on percentage of going first, because I'm not confident on stuff. A Baltic? Or even Finnish? Finland count as Baltic? The Nordic and Baltic? Directions that to the southeast and hits land again. Is it just Lakeland? Of course, if it's Finland, that's super unhelpful. Don't recognise the language particularly. I don't think it's Finnish, but I'm not 100% sure. Latvia's got lakes. Everywhere's got lakes, really, hasn't it? Most countries, not countries, but most of them. Right shape though. Southeast to northwest. There's not a lot with that kind of configuration. And it's clutching at straws to some degree. Hoping that that's going to work. I'm going to go there. The cars were just too far away to get plates from, but everywhere I'm looking at would be EU anyway. Was Finland. Wasn't too bad a hedge. We lost some points, but we survived. We go another round. And I'm not particularly familiar with no move. I haven't done that much of it. But it's quite good fun. And this week we've got super lucky. We've got a bunch of wins. Limestone track. Yeah, this is where knowing all the geology of the world would be useful. Not sure about the bollards. Vibe was kind of like it might be South Africa, but I think Australia's a better shout. Is that enough to do us in? It's not, because we're not into multis yet. Australia's so big, that's surprisingly few points lost in that one. Maybe that's just because of the shapes of the pins. with the little arrows on them, sometimes it makes it look a bit weird. And I'm trying to think, South America, what's this though? Are they just repaired? It's not an attempt at a flag, is it? It would suggest Peru if it was, but I don't think it's. Is that a flag though? Would that be Peru? Doesn't feel Peru particularly. Yeah, don't want to take that as a Peru sign, but that does look red. Not that many flags with red on in South America, are there? Chile as well, I guess, there's a good chunk of red as part of it. Struggling in this match, let's just throw one in there, see how it goes. We'll reset and go again if we that's a complete miss. And fair play, we took a small amount on one round, but basically they've been winning, haven't they, big time. Wow. North Macedonia. Oh, didn't look for. No, that's Montenegro. I was going to say I didn't look for the rift, but that wouldn't have been relevant. Let me tell which way we're driving. Oh no, they've gone really quick. What have they seen that gives things away? I can't even tell it out. I think we're driving on the right, aren't we? Okay. That's quite a big hit. Where's that then? Florida. Wow. That was an early ping on Brazil from them. One's in the north. So this could be Brazil. But this could just as easily be Australia, South Africa, Argentina, any of 10 countries. And does this construction tell us anything? The soil? The poles would probably be the one, wouldn't they? They would probably be the best clue. Really not sure. I'm actually going to go with the Brazil thing this time. Okay, those last two guesses are they're just insane. And we're almost exactly the same score now after that. That's so unlucky for them because there's no good knowledge on my part getting the wins on those two rounds. Is this a double lane concrete road Filipino style or somewhere completely different? Flora would be good knowledge to have. It could be the Philippines, I don't really know. I'm gonna go South Island for some reason, I don't know. Is that more mountainous? Whoa! Zeros. Absolute zeros. Colombia. We're a well-matched pair, aren't we? N6, N1. Driving on the left. South Africa, maybe? You have N's? Not like it. E's. We could read that, that'd be fun. N6. In green is what we're on. Looking for an N1 motorway. So would that be that? We got R. R's and N's. No, just R's. R's and no number. Couldn't be further up here, could it? No snorkel. A's. Not happy. Not happy with that. Ah, it was South Africa. Where's the N's then? Where's the numbers? Anyway. We scared them a little bit with a couple of lucky rounds, but they were worthy of the win all the way through there on that one, I think. So what are we getting this time? No move again? Hello there? Looks like Japan. Text would kind of confirm that, or at least sort of back that up to some degree. Has a feel of Japan. So without having any region guessing skills of Japan, I think we're far enough away from the coast into mountainous areas that we can... No, that's a silly thing to say. We're gonna go there. We got lucky. Wow, that's really close. It's too big. What I was thinking was like, yeah, we want to come in from the coast, but it was like the distance you can see within a photosphere is minuscule and irrelevant on the scale of a whole country, particularly one the size of Japan. And obviously there's other countries that are way bigger again, but it's big enough that I don't know why, but I just feel US or Canada with that. Maybe not so much with that. This almost says, I don't know, maybe a Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria type feel, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna go Eastern Europe. Even though my first thought was kind of US, Canada. Too many pines though for this area. Yes, but we got away with it. South America feels like. Maybe Mexico. The octagonal poles. Pare though, so not Mexico. That kind of Peru feel like that. Don't think I'm going to get any better than just throwing that straight away, oh, unless there was something on the signs. I need to have a built-in subconscious internal flowchart of the right. What things have I seen that mean anything? Does it say X country or Y country, and go through and rule stuff out so that the palette things to choose from for my conscious brain gets nice and small. So sea off to the southwest, or water at least. US flag, could be an island though. I like a black or blue plate on that. That's a lot of land though, so it'd have to be a big island if it's an island. Would be a lake. That was more of a Canada thing. Can't be a border though, can it? looking southwest. Across to lots of other water. Be there? Somewhere? And there must be so many other places that could work. Down here, it's kind of sunny. I'm going to change. I'm not happy with that as a guess at all, but I'm going to change down to there. It was one of the islands. Wow, it's actually Hawaii. Interesting. Just not obvious volcanic, but maybe I just didn't look hard enough. Driving on the left, I do have a feeling that this might be South Africa. Very flat. Maybe Botswana as well, so maybe I want to go. It's silly to even start looking at lineup roads. It was, but the difference in guesses was big enough that it became irrelevant. Yeah, this is interesting though. This is very dangerous territory. Initially in the week when it looked like this might be happening, Thursday I think it was when I first started playing matches this week, after a week off, I was like, oh, I don't want to go and mess with it, but if we get there, we get there. We have a look at it, see what it's like. Maybe even do something weird like only play an NPZ, because I can't have an ELO yet for that, can I? Now, this doesn't feel very Philippines. It could be, but the 2-lane road, no, it's not, is it? It's not. Absolutely not. It's a good potential indicator for the Philippines, but you've got to take multiple things into account, haven't you? And you can't just go for it, unless there was no other clues. But there's literally language there. I think, wow, what am I doing? Map skills. I don't know. Rather than just throwing that too quickly, it's just there's a lot of grey cloud out there. I can't really tell whether there's mountains or not. I think it's just cloud formations, so we'll go with that. We will go with that. And if this was the daily challenge, that would be our thumbnail, probably. Some goats. But it's not. It's a Duels recording. Whoa. It was Malaysia. It was Thailand. Interesting. Did not read that as Thai at all. Maybe needed to be more careful in the text reviewing. No domain on any of that. That kind of suggests Russian, but there's no Cyrillic. The last time that happened, there's a nice 6-wheeler. Do love a 6-wheeler. There's not really anyone in the Discord yet that I've got, but I do have a channel in it just for 6-wheel. So we'll be throwing that one in. I think I don't know any better, so I think we might just be going Serbia for this, because that's what the last one was, where it was the three lines on the crossing sign, but there was wasn't really much in the way of Cyrillic around. And the lettering does look like it could be that. We need to get a click in quickly though. Let's go between the two bigger cities. No, Lithuania, okay. Yeah, definitely some learning and research on lettering, different scripts and letter sets for different languages. Needs to be done. Was this South Africa? I really don't understand how their word system works. Road numbering system works. We were just on this before, weren't we? And it was like A1 and N1, and there just weren't letters on the ones on the map. So we need to figure that out. Martin's Drift, though. Yeah, I think that would be Australia, but I don't know. Where was B140? Let's just. I don't know. Okay, got lucky that we had a round that was in South Africa before. Oh, it was Botswana anyway. Okay. Fair enough. Sea is to the southeast. What else have we got? Some mountains. Kind of European vibe to the architecture over there. Maybe a Greek feel. Some mountains going on. Maybe an Albania feel. We don't seem to have any rifts though. Where's the sun? It's high and it's behind the clouds. More mountains over there. East. I think we could be on a Greek, bit of a Greek thing going on. Maybe here. Probably an island though. But what can you do? I think we actually got a couple of points anyway, didn't we? Last time we went mainland and it was an island. We were just closer for some reason. Wow. Went for Peru. Unlucky. I didn't get to really look at that, but were they on a lake there? Because we were clearly on a big body of water. What's this then? Is this match 3? Hey, you've got a moving. Nice. Okay, could be Lithuania then. Green house there. That's interesting. Architecture thing going on. This site. Gatton as well as that. That could be Lithuanian. Can we see if there's a town in any direction? Where did we start? Is there any on this as to which might be a good direction? Maybe this way. In the meantime, throw that there. Okay, we got a bigger junction, is it? No, not particularly. I think this looks promising though. Got some bigger buildings, truck. Yeah, we've got some writing. Damas Pastatas. That doesn't look as Lithuanian then, does it? Because it hasn't got accents on in the way that the text on the last one did. So maybe there's a bunch on that though. Whoops. Maybe a different Baltic country. Vilnius though. To the west. We go there. Okay, a bit further away. Not bad though. That was round 1. That was a good start then. Exit. We can cross over there though, can we? Can we see what that is, or is that just a big advert? It is a big advert and it's blank. I was initially thinking Europe, but could this be South America? I was just saw Spanish and assumed Spain to start with, but of course not necessarily the case. Can we see where the sun is? The sun is behind us. Yeah, sort of just about south, but I'm not going to trust that. I think South America, maybe. without absolutely committing to that. Any info on the trucks? Okay, what's this? Lots of flags. That looks like a Chile flag. Don't know where though. Is it a bit greener than that? Best hedging capital to start with. Right, let's see if we get anything quickly. And if not, we'll just go with that. No clue what that is. Right, that's potentially going to help it. Temuco. Temuco. Let's just do that. That's enough. That's close enough. If they get to it, they can do the same kind of thing. If they don't get that a bit of info, they might get Chile, and if they guess it, oh, they went Spain. They went Spain. Unlucky. That was my first thought. For some reason, it felt Spain, but the concrete road just didn't really make sense. But then we found some extra bits of info that did make a bit of sense. Nice t-shirt, like it. And we are back on no move. That's clearly an important bit of rock that has emailed in to Google for the street view. Say, I need you to blur me. I don't want to be seen. I'm a bit precious about, being seen on the internet. Can you get rid of that? It's the sun, can we tell? Way too high. First thought was a kind of South America feel, but I'm actually thinking this could be Spain. Road surface, what did that tell us? Not a lot. And if that's wrong, we could be a good chunk of the way to losing the match in round 1 here, but we're going to go Spain. And if it is Spain, then there's not that much in the way of points to lose. Okay. Not Spain at all. Mexico, yeah, fair enough. Fortunately, we both got that very wrong. So the points difference was minimal. I'm on the left. Bit of a New Zealand feel to this. Would the poles mean anything, or was that a Stobie pole? I don't like this. It's got to be Australia, has it? Not a Stobie pole. Would that tell me something? Wow. Yeah, was never getting that. Okay. That's interesting. That's one I'm going to have a look back on, I think. Okay, now we do have an Albania, Montenegro. Yeah, clearly Albania, Montenegro rift. Should probably not speak until I've taken in all of the info. Or as much info as means anything to me. Is that was never going to be Montenegro or Albania, was it? Once we saw populace. Well, you could, but you take in the foliage, the road, the car. I mean, it's just like, yeah, no. Unfortunate not being able to read any of that. Both in Senegal, it's further away, so I lost a few points there. Where did I lose all those points then? There was a round where I thought, it was the Japan one, wasn't it? Where it was completely wrong. What's this language then? That Vietnamese maybe? Is the coverage too good? Is it Japanese but in some weird font? Or am I just not reading it? There's circular things there though. I think they might happen in Taiwan as well, but I think this could just be another Japan. I'm gonna go where they went last time. On the off chance that you just coincidentally get the same place twice, almost. Which it was, and that worked. Because they went here somewhere, and it was up there, wasn't it? But I was like in New Zealand. I'm stupid. See what side we're driving on. Really. Cambodian flags? Kind of all a bit. The colours, I think the colour feels right for Cambodian flag. It's a Vietnamese though. Is that similar? No, it's got a big yellow star on it. Red with a big yellow star, no, so that's much more of a Cambodian colour scheme. Or not. Ow. That wasn't so good. I always still second when I'm so bad at this. Very strange. Moving. Good stuff. It's a bit of a Scandi feel. Do we have Euro plates? Doesn't look like it. Maybe not Scandinavian feel then? The Americas? Could it be New Zealand? What side were they driving on? Passed a car, didn't we? Where did they go? It's hard to tell. Yeah, they're coming round the traffic, they're driving down the middle and then it's hard to tell, but I think on the right. Yeah, maybe it is Norway. Or at least something Scandinavian. I'm more Sweden than vegan. Need to learn. I think I'm moving more towards a Swedish feel, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if we can get any more. Yeah, to repeat myself, learning the lettering. I think that O is only in certain countries and would give things away, and it's Norway, so there we go. Probably not necessarily Oslo, but do we think we'll get a road sign out there? Is it a port maybe? Will we see water and the direction of it? Why was there a feel that there's water that way? There's no guarantee at all, is there, man? That's just shopping centre. There's nothing for a town, is there, on the signs? Oh, yes. Oslo. That way, southeast. What else does it say though? Hoagland? Did I see Drammen right at the beginning? No, I think that was just when it zoomed in on the map. They may not be towns though. Centrum. The one with the I might be though. Idretzeland. We're close to the pronunciation. Let's see, what's on the other side then? Is there a similar? No. No town names on this side. Is there an actual town name on that? Oh, this is another one. Centrum. Nesheim. No. Way further away than I would have. But capital cities get pointed to from a long way out, don't they, I guess. sun in the north, driving on the left. So, instinct says Australia maybe. With a side order of South Africa. Have I gone the right way? Is that a sign or just a tree? Tree. Always flip and go back the other way. It's starting to black out. Let's go back the other way and actually, which way did I go? I'd spun around and looked, hadn't I? So did we? No, we went that way, didn't we? There's a sign. Endurance spirit. That feels more South Africa then. Far too many roads for messing about with lining up at this stage, isn't it? Let's do that. Like a clown. Yeah, this is definitely the other way. We've got traffic there. Is it worth going back to see whether there's anything written on that might be useful? Of course, it moves. It does still feel like there's a South African vibe to it. We'll live it till dawn, yeah. Not super useful. Something being escorted. Pavement management intelligence. Interesting. Report bad driving. You see, I need to know number plate. Can't read what's on the side of that. There's some more an Australian feel to the style of stuff on that, though, I think. No, Kroonstad, yeah, it's way too Dutch feeling on the place names. Wait, Kroonstad, can we see that? How big would that be? Did it give a road name? Come on, get your act together, lad. Oh, it's so slow when you click on it. Yeah, R76. Of course we did this is meaningless. I don't know how the system... ours though. 3 months. R300s. Would 2 digits be near the capital maybe? 4s. 3s and 4s there. Would 6s and 7s be around here maybe? Yeah, 6s and 7s. If it's the right country even. It was. So that saved us a few points of damage. Moving that way. That was a long round. Don't want to be doing that. No map. I didn't read. No map! I wouldn't just do this. You should change the map. There should be an option to not hover over the map to open it, but to just press a key. Domica. That's gotta be the place, has it? Exchange office. That probably none of that has got the place name on. Did it look kind of Czech linguistically though? Interesting sculpture going on there. Bins help. There's a map on that. Not helping. Let's see what these two things are, and then we'll run down the road if not. Omiko, there's a feel of it could be Czech. Where am I actually on the map? Did I click there by accident somewhere when we were doing stuff? Crazy. Let's start with a clink there. And then let's run a bit. Domica, leaving Pichova. Does that seem right with the accents? I don't know any better than just to do that. Slovakia. And they did well with the Hungary guess there. Underland store. Are we Philippines? We do have the concrete road again, but we've got more info this time, and we can move around. Sarangani province. Now, last time it ended up not being. It's Thailand. Is it? Is that a Thai flag all kind of wrapped around itself? No. It's a Philippines flag. See, flags. Flags are annoying sometimes. And where are we? Maritime Police Station. Sarangani Province. Well, a lot of Philippines is maritime, isn't it? Does this give the states? Or is this the one where, oh, okay, so there's a chance of finding somewhere. Let's pen somewhere. And we need to learn provinces. Not there. Okay, we're on a zoom level where they all show. That's good. Let's try and just stick with that. Although not this one, apparently. This is silly. Shouldn't be doing this. It might work, but it's kind of silly. And it might be an island, in which case there's no border, so then you don't get the two names either side of the line. I mean, it's all islands, but a smaller island without subdivisions. Seems to have disappeared. Oh, it's come back. Yeah, that was a silly idea. Just wasted the whole time doing that. When I could have been running down the road getting info and finding a city name. Stupid. Stupid, and it's probably not even the Philippines now, is it? It is the Philippines, but it's down here and they've got right on it, look. It's region 13, so Sarangani province is either a smaller region within that, or it has two different ways of being named and you just have to know it's 13. That looks potentially Thai, could be Cambodian. Obviously things to be learned there. I'm on the left though. I think that makes it Thai and not any of the others around it, but could be Indonesian, but I don't think it would be, would it? And do they have numbers on and stuff? No. See if we can find something. What's this? Ban Pak Chong. Not going to see that, are we, immediately? Store it in memory though, let's practice that. Let's remember what the name of the place was at the end of the round. Oh, what's that yellow sign? None of it in English or Latin script. Yeah, not a great round. Okay, that's loads of different countries' flags, but there may have been something on the sign. What was it? Bang Pak Chong? And I remember it before seeing it and reading it. Bang Pak Chong? Don't see it. Yeah, just memory testing there. Similar area, are we? Hey, different sign. Side are we driving on this time? On the left again, so I think it'd still be a double Thailand, maybe? What we got on the buildings? None that makes it easier for me. See if we can find a road sign that's at least got some Latin script name as well as Thai, if that is the language that we've got. Maybe Cambodian? Oh, I need to learn that. What country does that happen in? Back home school. I would have expected to see a political sign in the blue with the... We're driving on the left, so it can't be Cambodia, can it? It's going to be Thailand. I don't know. Don't know. It was Thailand. Somehow managed to take this opponent into a couple of rounds worth of multis, even though I've been completely clueless on each round. Bulak. It's just some stuff just it looks too much like it could be any of a bunch of different places, different languages, because I don't know enough. But the fact that in a small place like that we're seeing more Latin script, does that then suggest Indonesia more? What's this blue flag though? Is that a regional one or? Party Democrat. Okay, so learning political party colour schemes could be useful. What about this? Yeah, there we go, Indonesia. Massive though, so not super useful, but that's a building thing going on. It's hard to read anything on it though, is it? Or is it? Somewhere in there is the place. Is Java Timor, did that say? But they're two completely different places. Timor. Have I seen that before when someone else, I've been watching them playing Timor with a U is a town or city? Or did I have a round where I went on Timor Island, but it was Timor with a U and it was somewhere completely different, maybe even up here? The memory is not strong enough. I'm going to go there though, because it did say Java, so go nearer this way. Java Timor with a U. Taking ages on this round. Just silly, come on. Let's go. Silaru Majorca, is that a place though? Tanpa Kantor? Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna get any better answer than that. We'll just get to a point where they'll ping and I'll be like, okay, well, I'll just ping as well because I'm not getting any better. Was Indonesia? Is it? Thiermo with a U. No. Okay, so completely on the wrong end of the stick there, but went Java and it worked out okay. Marshall Road in blue. Would that be an initial thought that this is New Zealand? The sun looks like it's in the north, so yeah, I think New Zealand is a decent shout. With some fairly rolling hills, so we'll start. There's Hobbitland. Hobbitland here somewhere. Building there might be town. That goes around the corner and doesn't tell us much, so I think this is the best shout. Head west on this road. We can always revert back to spawn and go again in a different direction, can't we? Right, any seconds? Yuan Lee, but is that just the place? The building name? Place, that's a bad word to use, isn't it, on GeoGuessr? That can be one of so many different things. Wait, are these possum guards? But is that a Stoby pole? Ah, scroll, work properly. Is it possible that something approximating or similar to a Stoby pole might be in New Zealand as well? What? It is, and I was right there. No move. Are we Philippines? I think we might be. This was confusing. That's like an awning over a window, but it almost looked like a part of the Filipino flag. We got a main road over a river. It's got a bit of a swing around there. It doesn't really tell us much. Don't see mountains in any direction. I don't know how useful that will be. Covers so much ground, and there's so many places with and without mountains. Just gonna go there. Can't read that, can you? You see? Watch it not be the Philippines at all now. It was the Philippines. Not bad. Were we over a river? Yeah. Over on the right, little bridge there. Conf Comercio, is that all one word? Conf? No clue. Double blues. Could be Albania. Have we got a rift at all? No, so I think we're going Italy then, aren't we? We are? We're getting 1,000 points of damage. Done there. We're driving on the right. We could be in any of many places. Would it just be a straight up Germany countryside thing going on? It is. Come closer. GG. Very red soil. Is that the post box? It kind of looks Thai. Maybe Cambodian. Very flat. Not seeing any mountains out there anywhere. Where's the red soil? I don't know. Maybe go here. Hedge a bit of the two countries. Worked out well. home. Yes, you had to, didn't you? So we are driving on the right. Number plates. Sun, any use? I think it's south. I'm not sure about this, but maybe the US looks a bit marshy. Not confident at all. Yeah, maybe even further down there. Mexico, but we got big points for a bad guess. Thought we were driving on the left there, but the shadow of the car says no. Feels like it might be a Chile, Peru kind of thing going on. Aligua San Felipe. What directions are they then? So they are San Felipe to the south, Aligua to the north. Not that that's particularly going to help. Just going to hedge the two. I really can't imagine I'm going to get any better than that. These are all going east-west, these roads, though. They're all north-south, maybe a little bit more inland as well, but not a lot of hope, other than that they do worse. They don't. And we are now both hanging by a thread. And up to 2.5x damage, so we should be good. The Taiwan? A long time since I've had a Taiwan, actually. I need to play more. Need to play more, need to learn more. I think Taiwan. We both went Taiwan. Quite a small country, but 100 damage at this point. We are both hanging by threads. One bad guess and you've done. One good guess and that might be all you need. I'm on the left. These are South Africa. Clue, the red and white narrows. Intersect research and development. That's just a weird blur going on there. Kind of mountains. Oh. Does that say D25? Oh, this is going to be rough. Where would D25 be based on what we were looking at before with the numbers? The 1s and 2s were down here, weren't they? Absolutely destroyed in that one there. Oh dear. 19 of 20, right, so we got one more left. What do we get for our last one? Another no move to finish us off. And we are driving on the right. We're in Europe. Interesting infrastructure. I'm sure I've had something very similar to this before. I can't remember where it was. Gonna do a Ukraine plus Eastern Europe hedge. Whoa. Okay. At least we were both very, very far away. I mean, they had more of the vibe, didn't they? They were in Russia. But... rough. Blue roofs. Where's that? We've got the 2-lane concrete again, but not enough to immediately go Philippines. And that looks like it might be Thai script. It's hard to discern at that resolution, but it could be. Gotta learn our foliage. I'm gonna go with Thailand. Not with any confidence. Yeah, you see the twin lane concrete road on its own is not enough. And even though I couldn't read what that script was, it just looked more Thai. It had more of that feel. Is that north? Are we South America then? Or could we be Europe still? I'm not sure about that as a plonk, but no, we are potentially very equatorial though with that. Whoa! Yes, we are very equatorial. It's a good job we were both miles away. Theirs is way better. Yeah, realised right at the end there, which made it a decent thought in a way for where I was, but obviously it was just completely wrong. Dark back, but I don't think it's Colombia, is it? We are driving on the right. Would it be? This is a wild guess. Can't be, can it? Are we more Brazil? Got no right in to say one way or the other. It was more Brazil. That's a good chunk of points. Oh, that's enough. Wow. So there we go, that's our 20. We are in third place. A lot of people have got enough games to play that could push us out, which would be the ideal. If we're in Master next time, then we're in Master next time. We'll take it as it is and we'll go with that. In the meantime, that's another week of duels done. We skipped a week, jumped back in, Gold 1, and bizarrely have ended up in the top few there. Might still not stick, but we'll be back for more, either in Gold 1 or potentially in Master 2 next week. Thanks for watching this one. I will see you soon. Bye.